In the last video, I talked about Greg moving out, and you saw Greg for what would probably be the last time on this channel. And that is because he's moved out, he's moved on with his life, and my life goes on and his life goes on, but in separate directions now. Your responses have been overwhelmingly supportive. Well, except for this one clown who decided to click on the video and for whatever reason let us know that he didn't care. So, but besides that, your responses have been very supportive. I was very shocked at how many views this video would get. So at the time that video went out, I had somewhere about 4,200 subscribers. I've gained over 100 subscribers from that one video, which is a big deal to me. So now I'm over 4,300 subscribers. The views on that video so far are something like 13.8K views, which is way more than subscribers that I have. So like, I was really surprised to see that happen. I very much appreciate all of you who watched the video and those of you who have decided to go ahead and join and subscribe to this channel based on that video. But I hope that I am able to produce content that meets your expectations from here forward. So I want to respond to some of the comments that were left in that video and in the video previous to that one, not individually, but just by the comments that I received. There are a lot of you who maybe don't understand the timeline or just exactly what is going on in my life situation. So I just want to just kind of clarify that. First of all, Greg moved out on a Wednesday on, I think it was like November the 29th. And that was a Wednesday. Well, the last video prior to this one, or prior to the one where he moved out, I was sick. I had COVID. That was filmed on Saturday after Greg moved out. I think it was like December the 2nd, 1st or the 2nd. He moved out on the Wednesday. Then on Saturday, I got sick, and I woke up sick. And so some of you wondered and asked, why didn't Greg help me with the animals? Well, the reason he didn't is because he was already gone. And when I say gone, he was moved out a couple of hours away. So there was just no way for him to come help me if he wanted to. So that is the reason for that. I got sick in the middle of the night. I woke up sick. The animals needed to be taken care of, and I needed a video for YouTube. So it just all happened all at once. And then I went to the doctor and got taken care of. Another thing that I noticed by a few comments is that some of you think that I had already started taking him off the channel, or that he had already moved prior to when I put the video out. And neither one of these are completely true. Although he was being phased out a little bit because we were talking of him moving, the main reason he hasn't been on the videos lately is because he got a part-time job next door at the chicken houses. And so I work a full-time job, and so I do most of my videoing, especially in the cooler months when the days are shorter, on the weekends, and that is when he would work, was on the weekends. And so that is the reason that he hadn't been in very many of the videos lately. But right up until he moved, he was helping with the animals. He was feeding and watering and helping with everything around the house. Now that he's gone, it leaves it all on me, and that is my choice. If it's overwhelming, if it gets to be too much, I'll just sell the animals. I mean, that's the only choices that I have. I can't rely on everybody to help me do this. Either I can do it by myself or I can't. Now, Dad has been helping me these last couple of days. He has always, we've used his truck to get feed and hay here. And but usually Greg's the one that unloads, or at the very least, the both of us unload it. And now that just leaves that to me, unloading the feed and the hay.
When I was lost and hopeless, when I was at my worst, it's grace that you extended that I did not deserve. I am so amazed by all you have done. I cannot explain the depth of your love. Limits can't contain the heart of you, God. I'm amazed at the depth of your love.
but Dad has helped me a couple of times give big round bales to the cows. It takes two. Even with the tractor, somebody's got to keep the cows out of where the hay is, and the other person push the hay out with the tractor. So it really does take two people, or that would be the easiest way. And the last couple of times, Dad has done that. Now we are still feeding hay from last year. It's not real good hay. We're going to finish out with that old hay and then start feeding them the new hay. We do have plenty of new hay for the cows for this winter. And so, as I just mentioned a few minutes ago, I do have a full-time job. I am not here on the homestead 24/7, and it looks like maybe some people think that just by reading the comments that I'm here a lot, and actually I'm not here a lot. I do most of my work on the weekends. In the summertime, when the days are longer, there is more time to get some things done after work, but for the most part, the weekends is all the time that I have. And so if you think about, you know, a weekend coming and there's a snowstorm or a rainstorm or a thunderstorm, or it's extremely hot or extremely cold, it slows things down quite a bit. And the reason I have a job is because this does not pay my bills. YouTube does not pay my bills. The animals certainly don't pay my bills. As a matter of fact, they cost me money. So I do have limited resources. I have a job, but it's expensive to do this. This is more of a hobby that I want to turn into a lifestyle and turn into a way of living and sustainability. But right now, it's expensive. And so I can't always afford the electric fences or the big machinery or whatever it is that every other YouTube channel might have, or whatever other YouTube channel might have. It's not that I'm opposed to it, it's just that I don't have those resources yet. So one other thing that no one's asked about yet, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you, is I do have Tara, which is Greg's dog. He cannot have her where he's going. He can't have her there. When he gets out of there, he can't have her because he's probably going to live in an apartment. So she is with me. It is a little bit of an extra burden because she is more of a special needs dog, not so much physically. I mean, she has had a couple of surgeries, but she can't be around any other animals. She doesn't get along with other dogs. She'll kill a cat, she'll kill a goat. And so it makes it a little bit more difficult here. And she spent a lot of time in Greg's room while Greg was with her. And so now I have to find a way to keep her entertained. I have to find a way to keep her company. One last thing. You guys have asked about Job Corps. Some of you have. What is Job Corps? Well, Job Corps, the best I can tell, is a government-funded trade school. And so because Greg is almost 22, he's an adult. He was living at my house, no bills, no utilities, no rent. He didn't have to pay anything. So that qualifies him, even though he was here, he didn't take care of himself. So he qualifies financially for Job Corps. And Job Corps will have him on campus. He will live on campus rent-free. They give him 3 meals a day. They give him training. They'll even teach him how to drive. Bless them. They'll teach him how to drive. And they will give him a skill, a trade skill. They have a few options, and he has made his choice on what he wants to study in. And so there'll be classwork, and there'll be on-the-job training. And when he gets out, they'll help him go with his money. They'll help him go rent a place, get a job, and buy a vehicle. And so it is a very good situation for him if he takes advantage of it and finishes it out. So I ordered something, and I wish I'd known about this. I don't know if I can get into it. I wish I'd known about this a long time ago, and I hope that it works. And you guys are about to find out with me. Ooh. You know what that is? Remember this gate I tried to put here? Easy access to the goats? Well, these are supposed to put 2 cattle panels together like a hinge, or just to put them together as an enclosure. Either way, we're gonna see if that works. I really hope it does. This was not expensive at all, but I'm gonna feed the goats first because you can see how this is gonna turn out if I don't feed them. This guy's getting to be really friendly. You gonna come eat right here? Super friendly. And I'm kind of enjoying it. I didn't think I would, but there you go, buddy. Hey guys. Hey River. I'm not gonna pet you. You're ooey. Hi Pebbles. Let's go. Come on. River. Come on, River. Come on. Good girl. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Come on. All right, I've got these off, all of these off. There are zip ties on here, but I'm gonna try to put one of these on before I take the zip ties off, because if this doesn't work, well then you know how the goats are. Plus I don't want to waste my zip ties. You know I like my zip ties, duct tape, and super glue. So I'm gonna try to put one of these on. Hopefully it works. Yeah, you just kind of guide it down in between the horizontal bars. Make sure it doesn't get locked up in the horizontal bars, and it's going in pretty easily. Well, it almost went all the way in. All right, I got it on here. Let's see if it will stay like when I open it. That's what I need to know before I take all these awesome zip ties off. Will it stay? I mean, it looks like it. Honestly, with the way it's working, I don't see a need to take the zip ties off, at least right now, because I don't know that it's not going to come all the way down to the ground, and it might. I don't know that it's not going to come all the way down to the ground and be hard to open. Okay, I've hooked this part up here above this, so it shouldn't. I mean, that's going to need it really needs a T-post there on the other side. That's a game changer. What do you guys think? What should I do down here? I mean, it's hooked right here. Should I clamp that tighter? Should I do something down here so that to make sure that stays there? I know some support here would help, but maybe that'll help. Yeah. Well, I've already put these back, but leave in the comments below if you had seen these before, if you knew they existed. And if you did, let me know why you hadn't told me about it. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this and set this one up the same way, because like right now, when I come in here, I'm pushing on the panel and bending it to come in and bending it to come out, and it's not always easy when you got a handful of food and hay to take in there. So I'm gonna take a chance and go ahead and try to put one right there. Again, I have just this up here, hoping that that prevents it from going down further. It goes to the ground so over here, so I don't know if that would make a difference. But oh yeah, that makes it a lot easier to open up. A lot easier. What's that look like to y'all? Does that look okay? You stay over there. My next question is, what would you guys use to close this up? So I've got a zip tie here, and it holds this panel here, but it also allows this to clip to it on the back side so that I can clip it to the cattle panel up here. And then I've got this here so that I can do the same thing, and then down here. But those tear up easily, and they're not really the easiest thing to use, especially in the winter time when you come out here and it is cold and you've got gloves on and you've got to take the gloves off to mess with that cold metal, which is often frozen. I do use WD-40 on everything on nights that it's gonna freeze really hard, and that helps a lot with it. But besides that, what's another way that I can use to close up this gate as it is? Alright, I've done this one too, so I've done these 2 goat pens and the girls' pen, so that's 3. These things come in a package of 5 for, I was thinking like $30 or something. It's not that bad, and I'm glad that I got them. So far they're working very well. I do plan on getting more, because remember, I'm going to extend this goat pen out this way to go on that side of that tree so they can have some shade during the summertime and give them some more room and some more grass. And that's what I'll be using. I'll get some more of those, and that's what I'll be using to put the cattle panels together. Since I don't know how to run a fence, I'll be doing good to get T-post in. So I'm glad I found this.